Hi, my name is Sabrina. In this video, we're going to make a model rocket. We'll need rocket kit, glue, the engines, and the launch pad. This is the instructions. And I'm guessing this is the stickers. And this is the top.
We call the nose cone.
Oh, this is the nose cone. This is.
Probably the body of the rocket.
I thought it was just a stick. And I think this has a lot of words. This has very fragile wood.
What's the wood for?
The wings.
Yeah, the fins. It looks like those parts there are probably to mount the rocket engine.
And I don't know what the square thing is.
We'll figure that out. I think that's where the engine mounts.
And that's all the stuff. First,
Yeah, it looks like it says to assemble the nose cone with some glue.
wait, hold on. See that it says L.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Yep.
and this is L.
Yeah, it looks like we need to put that in there. Let me get you a stick and some glue for that, okay?
Okay. Wait, we have to like shove it in there?
That's what it shows.
No, just shove it in there.
Less, yeah, that's why the towel's there. Less is more. Just put a little bit around the.
More?
Yeah, less is more means you don't need a lot. Oh, you're putting a lot on there. Okay.
Sorry.
You really?
I'm trying to not.
That's probably more than enough. It basically just activates it. Look at that. We got kind of ripped off on that one. That one's in bad shape.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we'll have to do a little work on our own on that. So what do we have to do here?
We have to fill in these like holes. We don't know how it got there. That is really brown. That
It's
would
alright.
be like see-through. And plus, isn't that going to like?
I can tell you're bored with sanding.
I don't like this wood. It's difficult to cut. Yes, it's very difficult.
Okay.
Oh,
Careful now, because it's easy to break that wood, as you've noticed. I think you did a good job.
all the wing pieces are done. We drew these lines in for the instructions because the instructions say to do that.
Mark that. Yeah, well, let's, okay.
I'm not good at marking.
Here, I'll hold that. Why don't you draw a line around that now? Draw a line around that. There. There. Okay. Yep, let's get this straight. Oops, let me hold that in there just. Okay, spray it. On the rocket. Less on my hand, more on the rocket. Okay, well, what did he say? That's plenty, that's plenty. And then put it on this side of the line.
This on
Yep.
this side.
Yep, perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect, but pretty
I think
good.
that's good.
Okay. As long as you think it's good. So, this is what holds the rocket engine in when it's pushing the rocket up. And then we have a piece here that prevents the rocket engine from shooting up the tube, and that glues it to the rocket. But this needs to hold this metal thing on so it doesn't come flying out. So that's what this is about.
Oh.
And we want a little bit of space here so that you can get the rocket engine in and out of it. I think we can probably remove this. The next step is gluing on the fins, but we want to make sure our fins are nice and sanded too.
I'll get this off. Me and my dad printed out a wind guide,
Fin guide.
and then a fin guide to help us secure the wingamajigs.
Fins.
I'm just mostly rolling it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to align that. I don't know if this will work. No, not that one. There you go.
Couldn't we just dip the wings in there?
Well, we'd get a lot of glue on then. So it looks like you've got your fins dried and glued on.
Yep.
We could paint it now, but we could also just put this in. Which is
Just like stuff it in.
There's a little bit more to it than that.
That feels like dried up gum.
So it's just a rubber band. So what happens is, here's my rocket.
Yep.
When the rocket engine burns, and eventually it'll explode at the end, and it blows it out, and out comes the streamer. And then it helps it to fall down really softly instead of nose diving as a rocket.
Nose diving.
Yep.
Nose diving.
If it didn't come out, then your rocket would just fall down to earth like that.
Bow. Bow.
All right. So
So
this part comes into play here. I think this is one of our next parts. Also, keep this guy. This is the guide we have to put on so it'll go up straight.
Ooh.
Can you get the scissors and we can cut this out? We need to cut out this thing here.
Scissors. I'm using my climbing skills. I'm gonna try to get all as I can.
Okay, that's a lot. All right. Now you need to put this in here and then fold this over.
Fold that over.
Try and keep this straight.
My name is Gus.
Keep this straight. Fold that over. And then put some more glue here.
Yep, and you're very sweaty.
Yep.
So put some white glue on where?
More glue on number 3, just like the instructions say.
Okay.
See, so we did this, folded that over. Now you need some glue here. And it looks like it's showing it under it, so put it under it. Okay. There, can you get your little finger in there and push down on it against the wall? Try you can actually, you don't have to use your pinky because your fingers are smaller. See? Can you feel it? Now push it against the wall so it glues nice and tight against
wait,
there.
On the roof?
No, just against the inner side of it, okay?
Okay. And Daddy, I can see you're sweating a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's hot. Daddy just mowed the lawn. Okay, you don't have to hold your finger there. Do you think you have it smashed down pretty good?
Yep.
All right. So then the next part is, set this aside. I don't think we'll need glue for a while. You need to tie this to the nose cone. So you can thread that through there and we'll do 2 knots. It says to do 2 knots.
Do 2 knots.
Be careful you don't pull on this too much and pull out what you just glued. Let's see. Pretty good.
I tried it as best as I can.
Put the video again.
Yeah,
So here I cut some of this. I'm going to put the streamer on the tape.
Okay.
Now, let's lay this across here somewhere.
Put it right there.
Do you want to fold that tape over, or you can fold the streamer back over onto the tape, either way. Try not to get it stuck to itself.
Hold on.
That's fine, you did pretty good there. Let's fold this up and put it in, but before we do that, when you go to launch the rocket, you have to put in this recovery wadding. So take out a piece of that. It's basically like tissue paper, except it's not flammable. Pull it all the way out so you can tear off a little piece. It's kind of crazy stuff.
It's actually like toilet paper.
It is. Don't tear in the middle. Find the end. There. And I think all you'd need is probably like this much. Wad this up and push it down quite a ways.
Like all the way down?
Not all the way down. Probably to about maybe here or so. You can use the stick if you need. Does it go in pretty easy, or is it like really stuck and tight?
It's like...
Here, let Daddy check it. That'll work. Because you don't want it too tight. You want it to actually allow the rocket
Can I
blast.
push it in?
Sure, we probably don't need it down much further. Here's what you can do. If you want to roll this up. Oops. So if you look at the instructions, there's a specific way they have you do it. And why do you think they have you do it a specific way?
For it won't get jammed in there?
Exactly. So when it does come out, it comes out nicely. Yeah, so it looks like they want you to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again.
And then keep doing it until it's a small piece.
And then you can start rolling it up. So why don't you roll it up now?
Whee.
Nice. You probably could have cut this a little shorter. Maybe it asked to do that at some point.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Wait, I don't see them cutting it.
Mm-hmm.
I spit it on myself. Spit on myself.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. That's probably good. This is the stuff you should be doing. Now let's show everybody your rocket. Okay, what's the next step? Actually, I think this thing we need to do yet. We have to glue that on. We should have also had a line on here, but we missed it. So we'll try to eyeball it, but it'll be a little tricky here. All right, looks like you're done with construction. What color should we paint the rocket?
Purple.
This also shows red and black. That looks kind of nice.
Purple.
We could also do like white or something.
Purple.
All right, let's try purple. Okay. talk about technique. So you want to go light dusting coats, they say. And then back up quite a bit. We're outside, but you may want to still put on some. Yeah.
Now can I do it again?
Yep.
Wait.
You're really close to it. So here's what happens. You see right here, you got a little bit of a too much paint and starting to blob up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a little close. Here.
Mm-hmm.
About this far away. Okay.
Time to put the stickers on. High flyer. I think mine looks prettier than yours.
Oh, maybe.
And also, Daddy, what is this weird thingy for?
Sure, that's to mount our rocket engine in.
Out?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Here, why don't you open those up? Those are the engines.
Oh, here's one.
So now, careful, this end needs to be at the bottom. And it goes in like this. And then
I
this
thought both were. Didn't matter. I thought
snaps to
it
keep
didn't
it in
matter.
place.
I thought it didn't matter.
It matters. Because this is where the thrust comes out.
Mm.
Now, these come with igniters, which are these things. Here, which you put in, and then bend, and then put in one of these plugs. But I think we're going to use some wick instead.
Wick.
So when we do it, we'll cut a section of this, and you can light it just like a firework, and it'll go off. Stand back.
Oh, it's falling. It's falling.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is what I thought. I thought it was over me, but it was actually under there. And I was worried that it was going to land like behind our car.
Should we do
I was
another
very
one?
worried.
Should we do another one?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, get over by the car. Bear, get over by the car.
I don't know if it's ruined or not. My rocket got damaged.
All right, hold up to the area where it's damaged. Not too close. You don't need to
Right
be that close.
here.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
But I'm very, very sad.
How about when the other thing that happened? Who came driving in?
The policeman.
What did he say though?
He thought it was okay.
Yeah, I figured it was okay to do here. He said he has no problems as long as we're not blowing anything up.
We're kind of blowing things up.
Well, not. We'll save that for the next video. Okay, should we do another one? Don't be too excited about it.
Yes, of course we can. Me and my dad had a lot of fun doing this video. Well, he lost his rocket.
Hey now.
And I mostly had fun. And he didn't. He really, really didn't.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my.
Your rocket just went to the unknown. Went to the unknown. Like for real. Where did it go?
I think it's over there on the other side of the road
Where
in the trees
did
somewhere.
it go?